It is mod time, and today we have a great mod video for you. In total, 32 mods were released. All platforms got 14 new and 6 updates. And PC Mac players got 7 new and 5 updates. If you like staying updated yourself with all the latest mods of Farming Simulator, get subscribed. Let's check them out. Today's a good one. Starting off with new ones for all platforms, we have the Gleaner S9 Series from Sid Modding. Yes, it is finally here. I think I did my video on this about a month and a half, 2 months ago, but it's finally here. Oh, yeah. So we have multiple different engine setups from the S96, 97, 98, and well, that's it. We're going to go with the S98 with 430 horsepower. We've also got wheel options from Trelleborg, Michelin, Continental, Midas, Vredestein, and back in. Michelin twin wheels is what I would prefer to go with, but we do have a couple crawler track options as well as some normal wheels. Now we have before and after 2023. We're going to go with after. Ladder we have rotating and lifting. They both work really well, so choose what you like through there. Flags, of course, we do have quite a few flags on the very top. We'll go with USA, and then numbers we have 1 through 10, but we go 3 for Dale. Then we have screens around towards the inside. So we have tablet, digital screen and the tablet, or nothing. We also have a CB radio of yes and no. And we even have real GPS if you guys are on PC. And rear hitches. How's about that? We've got that too, around towards the back, not the front. Sorry, something just happened to the house, and I was like, hey, what is that? So there you go. We've got that. Now, let's get ourselves one of those. Then we do have a couple headers as well. So we have the 40-foot. This is the 9255, 12 meters at 6 miles an hour. And basically the same thing here as well, but 2 different headers, the 9255 and the 9250. They do your standard grain crops and, well, soybeans as well. Is that grain? I don't know. It is an awesome setup. Now, make sure you guys go check out the video that I've done on this, because that'll show you all of the little intricate details and things like that, and especially how IC works on PC. Won't be showing any of that off today, but you can at least see the combine harvester and how everything looks and how it works and all that good stuff. We've, of course, got enable straw swath. We've got the fold harvester. We also have an opening here, which I believe is the door. Yep. And then we've got a couple other things as well. I think maybe towards the outside. Yeah, there we go. So we can open it up, which is so cool. And we can even open up the side as well. Big shout out to Sid Modding for including that as a mouse control button, or, well, using a controller. At the end of the day, it's a combine harvester, 18 mile per hour max speed, 13,743 liters. There you go. At the end of the day, this is just a great looking combine harvester, and I'm super excited that it's finally here for everybody. Next up, we have the Lizard F10 Series, and this, well, you can probably tell they are Fords, or at least were at one point until they became Lizards. We have quite a few tractors in here, plus we also have some tools as well. So let's take a look. We got the 4 tractors. So we had 6610 4x2 and the 4x4, and then we have the 7810 and the 6600. Over on the 6610 4x2, we got 85 horsepower with a manual transmission, 12 mile per hour max speed. Operator platform, we have old awning, regular awning and light. We have a cabin, full cabin setup there, and back to standard again. Engine options range from 85 and 102 horsepower. Wheel brands, we had Lizard Rice tires, which will hopefully come in handy in Farming Simulator 25, but for now, we also have some other stuff as well. We can even change up front and rear tires, however you like. A lot of cool stuff through there. Steering system, we have a couple different designs for that. However, it's not just, well, it's just hydraulic or I guess mechanical steering? Is that what that's called? I don't know. Exhaust options, we have a few through there as well, which is very cool. Front grille, we could change that up with something mild and wild. We also have front weight, which is going to be behind that big grille. And we got some headlights as well, which move them around. Battery location, you could change that up if you want to. Rear weight, we've even got that. Let's see if we spin this bad boy around. Oh, they're on the wheels. I'm the idiot there. Attachments, we've got without hydraulic control or with hydraulic control. Panel protection, we've got that on the front as well if you want to do that. Front loader option, oh yeah, we've got Lizard or Nada. It does get rid of a few things, so be prepared for that. Block model, we have a few of those. And front chassis, we can change that, which is nice. And then we've got the, they call it reduction color, but it's like the front axle wheel hub. Front grille color, we could change that up. Rear weight color, we can change those. Rim colors, we can even change those if you want. And back to the top. Now you're going to see basically the same setup here as well for the 4-wheel drive version. And even whenever we come over to the 7810, you're going to see things that are pretty much identical. With the exception of some horsepower ratings, it looks like maybe that's the only difference here between some of these is your horsepower and, well, there's no engine at all for the 6600. So then that takes us to the 6 pieces of equipment. The first one is the L600. We can throw this on a couple different setups, and then we have a few colors to choose from. Looks like this is a front loader with a hitch on it, which is kind of neat. Then we have the stone rake, which is going to hook up to that. And we've got that if you want to. It's a device for cleaning soil, such as stones, vegetation remains, and debris. Basically, that's a cultivator without cultivating, I think is the way that's working. Universal bucket, which is very, very nice. Then we have a winch, which is very cool. And we have a front blade mount with a couple different things. Silage leveler or open fields and cut trees. We changed color on that. And lastly, we have the implement adapter. Now this is very, very cool. We go to combinations, and through here we can see we have front loader combinations. So that's where that's going to be at. Decided to grab these and bring them in the game. So we've got our front loader thing out here. Now this is something that I'm not quite familiar with the type of setup that this is, but we're going to do it together. So there we go. We got that. Hook it up, and we have our front loader, which is nice. It is kind of weird having that pin on the front, but hey, I'm sure that's the way it is in certain places. Wow. Look at dude's hands. He is talk about walking it. There we go. We got our front loader right there. Doesn't look like we're able to spin it. I mean, it almost feels like we should be able to spin it, but we can't. It does work though. That's very cool. So if you need some front loader stuff, there you go, throw it on. Next up, we have the Zetor Pack, or Zetor Pack. We have quite a few pieces in here. So we have 4 tractors total. We have the Proxima, Proterra HSX, kind of an older and maybe newer setup. Then we have the Crystal HD. We also have 2 front loaders to go along with those, which is very, very nice. So in here, we've got engine options ranging from 76 to 117, at least in the small one, 96 to 136 in the second, 117 to 136 in the third, and the Crystal HD is 171 horsepower, no matter what you do. Of course, everything's going to be in here that you would expect. We have all the wheels and tires that you could possibly want. We've even got a forestry cage on there if you want to make sure that you are protected. We've even got front loader, or not front loader, attachments for the front. We also do have front loader as well. And you could choose between quite a few different things, and we've even got different colors for the machine as well, which is kind of neat. And that's going to be holding true for all of these guys. So if you want one of these and you're looking for a Zetor, a newer one that's got some kind of neat customization, well, you may find it through there. Then we have 2 front loaders. We have one that's for 80 horsepower tractors and one that's for 100 horsepower tractors, and they share the same colors. Next up, new for all platforms, we have the Lizard 180. This is also available as a Reba version on PC and Mac. If you're on PC and Mac and you want that one, hey, go for it. However, crossplay is right here. With the 180, 180 horsepower, as you would expect, 15 mile per hour max speed. Wheel setups from standard, twin wheels, and narrows. We also have some stickers you can throw around and attachments. If you want to be able to use that front hitch, make sure you put the 3-point on it. We also have colors for everything. However, the hitch doesn't change colors, which is a little bit interesting. So no matter what you paint it, for example, the main color will make this red. The hitches are still yellow. So if you're going to go with hitches, you may as well just keep it yellow. In the mod hub, they have shown this off as a potato harvester, or sugar beet harvester rather. So we kind of show you this working as it does. So we can back it up, hook that up, and there you go. Of course, you can use this however. I mean, it's got front and rear 3-point hitches. It's going to work no matter what. So you can use it however. But I think this is a pretty cool little setup right here. I forgot to put my face in there. I'm trying to put my face in these videos more, but I forget. Next, we have the Lizard Utility Trailer Pack. Now, I'm going to call this the Utility Trailer Pack, even though it's the Utility. I don't like that. So, utility it is, hence DJ. No, we have a couple different versions of these. We have 1, 2, and 3. Number 1, we've got different wheel setups that are going to match base game truck with one new one, which is nice. And then we've got color options for a bunch of stuff. So, main color first, we'll change this to purple. Then we have a design color. Let's go pink with that. It's going to be our fenders. Number 3, another one. This is going to be the wood. And then lastly, rim colors are rim colors. Not a pretty trailer, but hey, at least you can see what's going on. Then we have another version right here, which is going to be open. Same customization options, same wheels. And lastly, we have this version, which is my favorite. We've got the same wheel options, which is very, very cool. So let's go with that setup right there. I'm going to leave everything exactly the way it is, with the exception of the wheels. I'm going to change those up to chrome, and we're going to do like that. And we're going to grab this guy right here. Nope, changed my mind. We're going with this. So let's have some fun with this one. There's quite a few little things to set up. So now that we've got this, I thought the wheels matched. Looks like I've gone for the wrong wheels. No, the wheels match. There we go. Gotta love it. So grab a hold of it and hook up. Now let's see what we can do. First things first, we've got, unfold car. Very cool. Open cover. So we've got the sides here, which open up, and you can see we've even got some little ladder pieces that fly down. Then, if we go with this, we can actually control the back manually. So that is on us. That is not an automatic thing, totally manual. And then it looks like there's also a way to adjust the hitch, which is kind of neat, although it doesn't show on the last, like the bottom one. It just doesn't work. I don't know what's going on with that, but we'll switch that back, I guess. Oh, if you unhook and rehook though, it will show up. So just heads up through there. All right. So we got a couple pieces here. Let's start with this guy right here, which I want to put on the side of it. And then this is going to go on the very back. And hopefully we'll be able to fit everything in here. So let's start with this. I just grabbed a few things. I don't even know if this will fit. Watch this not fit. I'm an idiot. Here we go. Now this should fit just fine. And just to show my skills, I'm going to back it up through there. Watch it not work. Hey, it worked! Sometimes this works and sometimes it doesn't. And it did the thing. All right, let's jump over here and bring this bad boy around. Now, I don't know if this is going to fit or not, but this is kind of the way that these are supposed to be set up. Hey, it will fit. Fits perfectly. We'll grab that. Then we fold back up the cover. We bring the back up, put the straps on, and go. And that's it. That is very cool. Next up, we've got the Lizard SRW 800 Stone Windrower. That is right. It is a stone windrower. So it'll bring your stones all over to one side. Kind of takes them from a stone in the field to a field type, and then you come through with a bucket or something like that. Pick them up. 20 horsepower, 2.5 meter working width, 4 miles per hour. And we can change up to quite a few greens, including, hey, green old 2, which is toothpaste. You guys know that color. Next is our Lizard ART or ART 2000 and big bag. So we've got a big bag lifter right here, and then quite a few big bags around towards the back. There's nothing in this one because it is a refillable, or they call it rechargeable. 1,000 liter capacity for bulk. We've also got solid fertilizer, which you can buy, and seeds. Those will disappear whenever you're done using them. This is pretty cool, and stuff like this is used all over the world. Maybe not so much here in the United States, at least my area. That's about all I can speak for. We do have different wheel setups and different wheel brands, and even some different stickers. As far as colors go, you betcha. All kinds of goodies through here, so just choose what you like. Next is the liquid fertilizer herbicide production from DS Power. So we have liquid fertilizer and herbicide as our purchases. So we've got the weed-free and nutrient salt, as you can see right here. And then you can make your herbicide and liquid fertilizer. And if you're wanting to buy these, you're going to have to go into the store. I would definitely recommend going to Mods, liquid fertilizer, herbicide production right there. And we've got it. Nutrient salt, which we can buy one of, and the weed-free. You can buy that as well. This is kind of neat, though, because you could just take water and like 10 liters of those things, and you're good to go. So 10 liters of that makes 1,000 liters of our fertilizer. And these are purchased in 500 liter things for $1,000. That is so much money that you're saving, it's not even funny. And next we have the open haul set. These are going to cost $35,000 each, and they all have very different interiors. As you can see, we've got a middle design there, and even one right here, which happens to be my favorite. These are very easy to find. Just jump into your buildings and in sheds, and here you go. Next up, for $15,000, we have the big black shed. Measures 15 by 12 meters, and they say it's ideal for machinery, pallets, or straw bales. However, of course, you can put anything you want in here. There is no auto load stuff, so it just kind of is what it is. It's a building. Again, another one that's very easy to find. Go into buildings, sheds. Here you go. For $1,500, we'll get you the Old Well. They say this mod adds an old well into the game from which you can draw water. Now, obviously, you're going to be just getting water here. Bring it over here to your trigger and fill it up. Daily upkeep's going to be $3 per day in containers right there. Next up, we have Undergrowth Decorations. So these are little bits of decoration that can be put down, like stones and things like that. You've probably seen these on different maps. I really do dig these. I think it's very cool. And if you're like me and you like to build your own farmlands and stuff like that, well, you can easily find some of these and put them down. If you do a lot of building and decorating in Farming Simulator, this is probably a mod pack that you're going to have. Oh yeah, and it's in decorations and others. Next to last, we have the woodcutting stand for $250. This can be yours. Take a log, put it on there, and then chop it up with a chainsaw. And just like the previous mod, this is also found in decorations and in others, almost all the way to the end. And your last new one for all platforms today is Gnadenthal Crossplay. This has been a map on PC. It's a 4X map on PC. It's been there for a while, and now we have the 1X version, or the 2 kilometer by 2 kilometer version for all platforms. This is based in Canada, and the map is based on the fields and the area around a real-life location, which is very, very cool. There are 70 fields. We've got new crops, including flax, lentils, peas, alfalfa, clover, triticale, rice, spelt, mustard, and millet. There's also swathing support, and swathing is a required mod for this, so heads up through there. We have custom weather and a custom growth calendar, which is very cool. 3 different farms. They say nearly 50 houses with individual farmlands and sweeping points, whatever that means. These are all of your houses, by the way, all through town, which is super duper cool. Fields aren't too expensive, I'll give you that much, even though they are quite, I would say large, but kind of not, I guess. I don't know, it's a nice big open map. And the good thing is, too, well, you can come through and just plow some of these areas up and you're good to go. Taking a look at the PDA itself, here's what we get into farmers. So we get Farmland 121, that's your main farm. Then we get Field 117, Field 46. That is going to be spelt, which is very cool. And then we get 100 over here, which I'm actually not quite sure what that is. I don't know that color. Is that barley, maybe? Or potatoes or sorghum? All right. And then we also get 139 down here as well, which is where your house is. That is different from where your farm is. So heads up with that one. Whole lot of stuff, all your points of interest around towards the top of the map. And again, we've got the town in the middle. Taking a look at what we get in new farmer mode, you got a couple different John Deere tractors and a John Deere combine harvester. We got the older pickup, we got a trailer, header, potato stuff, so you got plenty of stuff for doing taters. I guess those were potatoes after all. A plow, so you could plow those potatoes under and never do them. Cultivator for cultivating them under. A disc harrow for disking them under. And even a direct drill for planting something over the potatoes, if you're like me. Now, this planter right here is not a direct drill, but it's still a planter nonetheless. We've got front loader tools, header trailer, and we've got a weight. Very cool. It's super awesome to see this now available on all platforms. I imagine it was a lot of work scaling things down, but it's pretty identical-ish to the PC version, just everything smaller. Very good job. Jumping over to our updates for all platforms. First, we have Monette Farms Map version 1003. The starting vehicles on the new farmer mode have been changed. Swathing add-on was removed because it was causing an error, and the changes do require a new save game. Next, we've got the Deutz D06 Series Remake version 111. The issue of the D6206 displaying a 60 horsepower on the store screen has been fixed, and Fritzmeier roof cover option has been added, only the top part for now since they can't dedicate time to modding. Here's one I can't pronounce, the Forigo Roteritalia Power Harrows pack. See, but they got like 30% of that. It's version 1002. Big slower animation when AI is activated. Lizard RX 9500 version 1001. More tire configurations, decal configurations, and remove the wear from plastic fenders. Wash Halls pack 1.2. Wash Hall renovated in yellow added and bought with farmland purchased. And lastly, we have Pack Tarpaulin version 1.2. The height of stack bales was changed to 3 stories. They also say that smaller tarpaulin variants in 3 colors have been added. But tarpaulins with bricks and storage capacity. Jumping over to new ones for PC and Mac players, we have the Ribba 180. This is basically the exact same as the Lizard 180 that we took a look at a little bit earlier. So you've got that, same colors, same everything, but it does look like the stickers are different. So if you want branded stuff, go with this one. Next up, we have the Moi RX 9500. This is kind of neat because we actually had a non-branded version of this first. If you guys are on consoles, a new, like an update came out for this today. Actually, we already talked about it, so it probably looks familiar to you. We've got everything in here, same mod pack. We've got quite a few different setups for your mount here, 9.5 thousand liter capacity, different wheel options as well. Man, all those look really good. Let's go with the Michelins there. Yeah, definitely go with the Michelins. Then we have fenders you can add, a couple different setups for those. Working lights, we've got those. Main color, I like this one because it's real close to toothpaste tractor, but you can put anything on there that you want. We've also got design color for the rims. Or design, and then we have design for the very bottom. I would definitely recommend keeping that either a gray or black, and you'll be good to go. And then we've got a single tank, single axle version there as well. As far as I can tell, it's the only difference. It actually requires less horsepower, and everything else is the same. And then we've got a, what's this, drag hose? Cultivator? Slurry distributor. All right, well, it just injects it into the ground then. 6.8 meter working with, 9 miles an hour. Not bad. Next up, the Ala-Talkkari CL500 Sand Spreader. I feel like I mentioned this before, but salt is not sand. Why do these keep saying sand in the game? I don't know. 500 liter capacity, 240 kgs, 1.6 meter work width, 37 mile per hour max working speed. They do say that this is only guaranteed to work with this and similar models, so heads up through there. Next up, the Siewmet Manure Grab Pack. So these are going to be all 4 front loaders. We have multiple color options to choose from, which is great news. So you can make these look however you want. On these, really, the only thing that's going to be different is your capacities. We have 800, 900, 1,000, and 1,100 liter capacities. Next is the Wylie Grassfork. Again, this is a forage grabber. This one holds a lot, though, 4,500 liters, and we can actually extend that all the way to 7,500 liters, which is fantastic. We have front loader brackets, Q-fit, telehandler, wheel loader, and back end. You probably want to use a wheel loader or telehandler for this. Q would also work fine. Main color options, we have quite a few through here, Tine colors, and brackets, so you can choose it all. Next to last new one for PC and Mac players today is VG Livemap. This is from Very Games, and the mod is a development tool that allows you to export technical data to assist in the construction of an external interactive map. The exported data includes player position, train position, vehicles, fields, weather, and crop calendar. I don't know what you would use this for, but that probably means it's not for me. But hey, maybe it's for you. And your last mod, new one for PC Mac players today is Interior of MS Brazil from 08. I would assume that they thought this was going to be on all platforms because all of the stuff, all the required mods, at least almost all of them, are for all platforms. Minus like maybe one. They also use the Lizard F350 as a required mod, which I found interesting because they also used a Scania. And there is a Ford version of the Lizard. Anyway, it's just me. I would have made different decisions. Nonetheless, here you go. You can see pretty much everything is wide open. There's not a lot that's been planted in most of this stuff. Or if it has, it's very, very open. Most everything is just a plowed area ready to go. So you've got a lot of extra bits there to choose from. As far as stuff that you own, well, good luck. You get, well, it's called Farmland 17. It's got a little bit of corn around the outside, but it's not actually a field. So heads up through there. You can buy some other stuff, which will be nice. There you go. I will say, one of kind of the neat things about the PDA is it's set up like it's in a tablet or a phone or something like that. It's kind of neat. Only 34% battery, though. Should probably charge this thing. As far as our growth calendar, it looks fairly base game-esque. We do have one new crop, though, millet, so heads up through there if you want that. And then in your other stuff, new farmer, we've got the Voucher T Series CVT South America, which is a required mod in the Voucher Valmet. We also have that Scania I mentioned, which is a required mod. We have the New Holland TC59, a required mod. The F350, a required mod. And then we've got some stuff through here. We do have a regular header for the Combine, which I find hilarious, as well as a regular cornet, and then a cultivator disc arrow rather. We've got the Pentaline 13 row planter. We've got the Jatco sprayer, fertilizer spreader, regular one. We've also got a couple other bits and bobs that go with the Scania. We have a header trailer and the body that goes on the F350. Again, a lot of required mods for this. So there you go. That's all the new ones for PC and Mac. But don't just take my word for it. Hey, Clutch, what do you think about the map?
Man, I can't see anything. I'm on my phone and you're on your PC. How am I supposed to see this?
Lastly, today we have updates for PC and Mac players. First is Krajeńskie Pola version 1.1. New save game is required. Improve the optimizations. Terrain unevenness in fields has been corrected. Fix the operation of the precision farming map. Numerous farm issues have been fixed. Missing sounds fixed. Several ground and crop textures have been changed. Several buildings changed. More decorative objects added. They've added lamps to the street in Waldo. Also, vehicle and pedestrian traffic has been adjusted. The appearance of crops has been adjusted. 25 additional required mods have been removed. Vehicles removed from the game as static. Walking dogs removed from the map. Default manure plates have been removed. Additional crops removed. And one terrain texture removed. Next up, the Kraz 65032 version 1.1. Updated the cabin model. Updated the engine model. And fixed the rear suspension physics. Sipma Z-263 version 1.1. New tire model. Improved the bell animation. Added warning sticker to the back. Minor fixes improvements and changed the PTO. One of my favorite mods, Spawn Pallets Stacked version 1.1, fixed the safety check for stacking pallets with spawners with already stacked pallets. Added support for debug mode and debug stop multi-layer flags to the config file. Added protection against missing pallet data and fixed the never stack list for platinum pallets. Your last mod today, an update for Cultivator Settings version 1.1.1. Fix with the real implements active. The Cultivator setting had no influence on the required pull force. And that is it. Thank you for hanging out with me. Hope you enjoyed this one. Drop a like if you did. Get subscribed if you're new and join the DjGoHam fam. Double check them notification bells. That way when I release some stuff, you know about the stuff. Hope you have a great day. Enjoy playing with these mods. We'll see you later.